Easily, one of the biggest questions we get is, what is the biggest tire I can fit on my so-and-so vehicle? So in a series of several different vehicle and tire fitment videos, today we're answering the question of, how big of a tire can I fit on my 3rd gen Tacoma? And we're gonna start by going over the largest size tire you can fit on the Tacoma's stock height suspension with and without trimming. Then we'll cover the largest size possible with a leveling kit without trimming, then with trimming. From there, we'll look at what size tires are possible with several inches of lift without a body mount chop, which we'll get into that as well. And then what is the largest size tire we can fit with 4+ inches of lift and a body mount chop. And of course, guys, keep in mind that regardless of the size of the tire you end up choosing to go with, that we have a massive inventory of tires and wheels that can be found by searching on our website at TrailBuilt, or by making it easy, just clicking the link in the description below. Beginning with the Tacoma's stock suspension, the largest tire that you can fit without any rubbing or trimming is going to be a 265/75 on a 16-inch wheel or a 265/70 on a 17-inch wheel. Then the largest tire with a leveling kit or a spacer kit, well, it's relative depending on its lift height. For a 2-inch lift height, the 275/75 on a 16-inch wheel and the 275/70 on a 17-inch wheel seem to clear without any major issues. For a 3-inch complete lift, the 285/75 on a 16-inch wheel or a 285/70 on a 17-inch wheel will also clear with no major issues. Just keep in mind that every tire size and wheel size, along with the tire's tread pattern, is technically different, so your exact tire and wheel setup may vary depending on the actual true overall diameter of the tire and the offset of the wheel. A common issue with running stock wheels with oversized tires is interference problems with the upper control arms due to the wheel's width. Pushing the wheel and tire outwards and away from the vehicle by increasing the wheel's negative offset allows enough room for the tire to not only clear the upper control arms, but allows the tire and the wheel to clear the suspension, brake calipers, and steering components without any interference. One thing to watch out for though is that the more negative offset you add to your wheels, the more likely you are to cause rubbing to things like your inner fender liner, your body mounts, rocker panel caps, mud flaps or splash guards, fender mount brackets, and the actual fenders themselves. For example, running 285/70 17s with a 3-inch lift and a wheel with a 0 offset, and there might be some minor rubbing of the inner fender liner. Heating it up slightly with a heat gun and pushing it back just a bit may be all you need to do to prevent any rubbing with this size tire and lift setup. However, once you start pushing that size tire out with about a -12 wheel offset, then you start rubbing the tire on the rocker caps and possibly the front part of the fender while turning at full lock to lock, especially while flexing out on the trails. And some more involved trimming may need to be done there. If the plan is to push the tires even further out, like a -38 offset for example, even with the same size tire and 3-inch lift, you may be looking at some major trimming to the fenders, mud flaps, cab body, and even having to perform a body mount chop. Body mount chops are exactly what they sound like, and anyone that has a basic understanding of fabricating and welding can perform a body mount chop, or even a relocation of the front cab mounts to eliminate any possible interference with the larger size tires, which on the stock suspension up to about 3 inches of lift and 0 offset wheels, a tire that's about 32 inches or about 275/70, and it starts to get very close or even borderline to having to trim back that cab mount. With 4 inches of suspension lift on a 0 offset wheel, you'll be able to fit anything smaller than a 33-inch tall tire without major trimming modifications. There will be some minor rubbing and some minor trimming that may be needed, but plan on trimming back the cab body mount, firewall, and parts of the inner liner and fender once you start getting tires on there that are taller than 33 inches or about 285/75 and larger. And again, as a reminder, the rubbing gets even worse the more negative wheel offset you go with. Now, if you want to go up to a 35-inch tall tire, you'll need an aggressive cab mount chop or even a relocation of the cab mount. You'll need to trim your fenders up pretty high and have adjustable suspension to play with ride height and quality. Not to mention, re-gearing the truck will almost be a requirement because of how big and heavy the 35s are for the little gutless 3.5 liter V6. And you can forget about fitting a spare tire in the spare tire mounting location, as anything above a 34-inch tire isn't going to fit, unless you do some minor modifications. Then it might. To me though, if you're willing to spend the coin on the suspension, gears, and the bigger meats, not to mention all the extra fuel, then the 35s and larger look the best and are the most proportional on the third gens. If you still want an aggressive look, but don't want to completely redesign your Tacoma to do so, maybe this is a daily driver and often hits the dirt on the weekends, then a 3-inch lift with a set of 33s is going to be the best way to go there. If you're a bit conservative all the way around and just want to bolt on a set of wheels and tires for a bit of added performance and aesthetics, then a leveling kit with some 275/70s are going to be the best option for you. And guys, keep in mind that this video is just a guideline and that tire heights can vary quite a bit from one manufacturer to another, even though they may be labeled with the same height size on the tire. So a really great resource to use to find out what worked best for the others is by checking out our Toyota Tacoma wheel and tire fitment gallery on our website at TrailBuilt, which we'll also have that linked in the description as well. But what I'd really love to hear back from all of you guys that have third gens is, what combination of wheel, tire, and lift do you guys have? Did you have to do any trimming? If so, was it major trimming, and what was all done? Would be great to hear back from all of you by letting us know in the comments below. And remember guys, wheels, tires, suspension, and accessories, TrailBuiltOffroad.com. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And guys, as always, we appreciate all of you for watching and all of your support. I'm Josh from TrailBuilt, and we'll see you guys out on the trails.